General, we're grateful for your time tonight. Put this, if you will, use your many years of expertise to put this in perspective. How big of an endeavor are we talking about here? Is this symbolic? Is this aggressive? How do you characterize this?
Well, Chris, good evening to you and the panel. I would characterize it as a good first step on night one. I've been advocating for several weeks that we not just go after just one or two counterattacks. As I think Eliana made a point, we've actually had American forces attacked over 165 times since October 17th, and have responded in a rather timid fashion by the commander-in-chief. What we're seeing tonight, and I would hope for, is that this is the beginning of what I would call a campaign approach to this. That'll not just be, one and done here with 85 targets struck with 125 precision weapons, but it'd be beginning of a campaign that not only goes against the Iranian proxies, but it also, in effect, goes against Iran. We're in conflict with Iran. Iran has taken over a significant leadership role in the Mideast. They're still the largest exporter of terrorism. We saw that with Hamas on October 7th and so forth. So the broader picture here is strategic. And I also want to bring up your point you talked about oil futures. All instruments of national power are in play here. One of them happens to be economic and financial, and certainly commodities. Why not? But then there's also international, diplomacy and so forth. But what we're focused on now, obviously, is the military card. And I believe that we've started what hope is a beginning of a significant air campaign here, and perhaps with special operations that go after the Iranian Republican Guard forces that are training these proxy groups, Iranian paramilitary forces, the Quds forces that are also training these proxies, that we not only go after targets in Iraq and Syria as we did tonight, but we also go after Yemen and elsewhere. So this is going to be, again, my hope is a long campaign to restore American leadership, as well as American, not defensive initiative, but offensive initiative.
What do we know about the munitions here and how this went down? I understand there were bombers that came all the way from the United States that were part of the attack. I assume that the carrier force in the area. How would a strike like this look?
Well, it'll be a combined strike of, as you mentioned, there's the USS Eisenhower carrier strike group that's been steaming in the vicinity of the Gulf of Aden and the Red Sea and so forth. You have launches of FN-18 strike fighters and so forth. The bombers mentioned, I commanded the B-1 bombers, from the United States, and these bombers, my sources tell me, actually launched from the United States, attack targets on, and it really demonstrates the B-1 bomber, by the way, is one of the most effective weapon systems in the world, and can carry multiple munitions. But it also demonstrates the world why the B-1 bombers, why from the United States. It demonstrates global capabilities from the United States, and that we're dead serious now at, finally here in early February, now that we have 3 brave American soldiers killed in action in Tower 22. And so we're able to reach out and touch these and kill these targets. And we've demonstrated that on night one. We'll see how it goes for what I hope to be the rest of the campaign. But the significance of this is with the measure of air power and sea-based air power. I also would expect in the next coming hours or even days, the use of cyber capabilities to again, support the Iranian capabilities in terms of communicating with their proxies. I would also anticipate, perhaps with special operations, to go after some of the Iranian Republican Guard Corps that are in the field outside of Iran, to go after their leadership and so forth. And so I believe we have to take Secretary Austin at his word. This is a multi-tiered approach. This is just the first layer of a tiered approach, I believe, that will hopefully reassert U.S., again, force to be reckoned with in the Mideast.
General, we're grateful for your time and for your expertise. Thank you very much.
Thank you for watching, and make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.